Hi, first grade. I hope everybody is having a good day so far. I thought for this week for our read alouds, we would switch things up a little bit. We seem to be reading a lot about animals, so we'll still be reading about animals, but instead of reading fictional stories like we've been doing mostly with a character setting, problem resolution, we would take a look at some nonfiction texts. Usually, towards the end of the year in first grade, we study different habitats and the plants and animals that live in those habitats, and we learn about how those animals and plants have adapted to be able to survive in that habitat. And we'll talk a little bit more about what that means as we read. But I thought we would start with a, a text on the desert. So this is called a desert habitat. Switch the thing. Whoops. What is a habitat? A habitat is a place in nature. Plants live in habitats. Animals live in habitats too. Some animals make homes in habitats. Living and non-living things. There are living things in habitats. Plants and animals are living things. There are also non-living things in habitats. Rocks, water, and dirt are non-living things. Everything they need. Plants and animals need air, water, and food to stay alive. Plants and animals find the things they need in their habitats. This iguana found some food to eat. It is eating a cactus. A habitat home. Some animals have homes. Their homes are in their habitats. This baby coyote's home is a hole. The coyote sleeps in the hole. Looks pretty cute, but probably wouldn't want to pet that coyote, huh? Desert habitats. Deserts are habitats. Desert habitats are very hot and dry. Deserts can be flat or hilly. Some deserts are mainly sand. Camels live in sandy deserts. So just a quick jump in on the story. A lot of people, when we think of deserts, you tend to think of hot, sandy places, but actually a desert habitat is anywhere that gets less than 10 inches of rain or precipitation. That's any type of, moisture coming from the air, rain, snow. A desert is anywhere that gets less than 10 inches is considered a desert. So there are actually cold deserts. And just to give a comparison, around the average rainfall or precipitation fall in Pittsburgh, where we live, is around 36 inches per year. So that's more than 3 times what a desert would get. So that is a little note on there are hot and cold deserts. The Sonoran Desert. This book is about the Sonoran Desert. The Sonoran Desert is in the southern United States. It is also in northern Mexico. Plants grow in the Sonoran Desert. Many animals also live there. This cottontail rabbit lives in the Sonoran Desert. Desert weather. The weather in the Sonoran Desert is very hot or very cold. During the day, the weather is very hot. At night, the weather is very cold. It does not rain much in the desert. The desert is very dry. Rainy days. In the Sonoran Desert, it rains in the spring. It also rains at the end of summer. Plants grow when it rains. Many flowers bloom. Sonoran desert plants. Plants need water to grow. There is not much water in the desert. Most desert plants are cacti. Cacti store water in their stems. Cacti grow well in deserts. And you can see the stem. This is the saguaro cactus and prickly pear cactus. Flowers and fruit. Flowers grow on cacti when it rains. Fruits grow on cacti in spring. Some animals eat the flowers and fruits. Plants make food. Living things need food. Plants make their own food. They make food from sunlight, air, and water. Using sunlight, air, and water to make food is called photosynthesis. And if you remember from our field trip to Fern Hollow, Miss Susie, if you remember, she taught us a little bit more about photosynthesis and how plants can do that, if you remember that activity. Taking in water. The roots of plants take in water when it rains. Desert plants have long roots. The roots grow out to the sides. Desert plants grow far away from one another. They need room to spread out their roots. Desert animals. These animals live in the Sonoran Desert. They are suited to life in this hot habitat. The animals know how to keep cool. They also know how to find food. They also know how to find homes. So we have the desert hairy scorpion, the burrowing owl, the desert tortoise, rattlesnake, coyote, kit fox, and Gila monster. And them being suited, that means that they've adapted and they have certain features about them that help them survive in what is a pretty harsh environment. It's really dry, it's not a lot of food, it can be really hot, it can be really cold. Food in the desert. Animals find food in the desert. Some animals eat only plants. Animals that eat only plants are called herbivores. This iguana is a herbivore. It is eating part of a cactus. Eating animals. Many desert animals are carnivores. Carnivores eat other animals. Kit foxes are carnivores. They eat mice and birds. Eating anything. Some Sonoran desert animals are omnivores. Omnivores eat both plants and animals. Roadrunners are omnivores. This roadrunner is eating a lizard. Getting energy. All living things need energy. Energy helps them grow and move. Energy comes from the sun. Plants use the sun's energy to make food. Animals get sorry, I keep putting an S on that. Animals get energy by eating. A jackrabbit is a herbivore. It gets energy by eating a cactus. Energy for carnivores. A carnivore gets energy by eating other animals. A hawk is a carnivore. It gets energy by eating a jackrabbit. Underground homes. Many desert animals live in homes. Some homes are under the ground. Underground homes are called burrows. Burrowing owls live in burrows. They put soft grass in their homes. They sleep on the grass. Cool inside. Animals must keep cool in the desert. Burrows are cool homes. Animals keep cool in their burrows. This kangaroo rat is inside its burrow. So since it's underground, it stays much cooler, and that's one of the ways that some of these animals that do burrow, that's how they can survive. Homes above the ground. Some desert animals live above the ground. They often make homes in tall cacti. These homes are called nests. The animals are safe in their high nests. Animals on the ground cannot reach them. This great horned owl is safe in its nest. Wandering around. Other animals do not make homes. They wander from place to place. They find cool places to rest. These collared peccary are sleeping under a cactus. They stay cool in the shade. Nightlife. Some animals leave their homes only at night. Nighttime is cool in the desert. The animals sleep during the day while it is hot. Tarantulas and Gila monsters come out at night. Food in the dark. Coyotes search for food at night. They can smell food in the dark. Coyotes often howl at night, and we call those animals nocturnal when they are up at night and sleep during the day. Long sleeps. Summer is the hottest time of year in the desert. Some desert animals sleep through summer. They sleep in cool underground homes. Desert tortoises sleep through summer. Less energy. Animals that sleep through summer do not wake up often. They use less energy while they sleep. Sleeping animals do not need to eat or drink often. This toad is burying itself in sand. It will sleep through summer underground. Staying safe. Desert animals need to stay safe from other animals. They stay safe in different ways. A rattlesnake has a rattle on its tail. When a rattlesnake shakes its tail, the rattle makes noise. The noise scares away other animals. Hard to see. These squirrels have brown bodies. Desert sand is also brown. The squirrels stay safe because their color hides them. It is hard for other animals to see the squirrels on the sand. And that's called using camouflage or being camouflaged, when an animal can blend in with its environment and then the other animals don't see it as easily. All right, so that was the end of the desert habitat. So there's a lot of interesting animals that live in the desert, and I always think it's interesting all the different ways that they've learned, either being nocturnal or living in burrows where they can be underground. Plants are made to be able to hold on to very little water and survive on that. Some animals are poisonous as a way to stay safe in the desert. So I hope you found that interesting and learned some different facts about deserts and the animals that live there. And I will see you next time for our next habitat story. So have a great day and see you soon. Talk to you soon.